Airgun Nation.
The weather has broke, and I'm going to do a little testing with the brand new Daystate Delta Wolf. I've outfitted it with a Huma modular moderator. Got my Accutac bipod, the new Hawke Frontier scope, sports match rings, and of course the Airgun Nation sticker. Oh, I also took some Plasti Dip and sprayed this plastic butt pad because it was a little slick. So I plan on shooting this with all the factory settings today, and we're going to be doing some pellet testing. We will shoot the 34 grain MK1, 34 grain MK2, the Barracuda, I guess just the regular old Barracuda heavies, Barracuda Hunter Extremes, some Benjamin Domes, and then the 25 grain Diabolo Kings. Normally I'd shoot at about 50 yards, but like this wasp infestation in my shed, so I just sprayed the crap out of it with some Hornet spray. So I'm out here about 45 yards, and it's overcast, very light wind, so I'm gonna go stick my Splatter Burst target downrange and see what kind of groups we can get with these common pellets. So I used the factory settings, and all I changed was the pellet weight and the desired velocity for each pellet. I chose 880 feet per second because most pellets seem to shoot best under 900 feet per second. Here is our Splatter Burst target. I used the center target to zero in the different pellets. I noticed that it actually took a few shots for the internal chronograph to find the velocity I programmed, but once it found it, then it maintained the velocity pretty well. Up here we have the JSB MK1s, which definitely had the best grouping. These are all 10-shot groups, by the way. And then this was the JSB MK2, right there, opened up a little bit. Down here was the H&N Barracuda heavies, probably the worst group out of these four. And then over here was the H&N Hunters, which put down a pretty respectable group. Next, we'll shoot the Benjamin Domes. I believe these are 28 grains. And then the JSB Exact in 25.39 grains. Now, there is no setting in here for 28 grain pellets. So I chose the 25.39 grain pellets, and then I chose the velocity of 880 feet per second. So let's see how many shots it takes for the internal chronograph to adjust whatever it is adjusting in there to compensate for the extra weight of these pellets so that I get my desired velocity. (830 feet per second). 871 feet per second. 879 feet per second. So I'd say, oh shit, safety glasses. I would say it took 3 shots for it to calibrate the internals to shoot my desired velocity. Not bad. Now let's see how the Benjamin Domes group. Ten shots, going down range.
Airguns.
Well, not a bad group, but nothing to write home about. Now let's see how the 25 grain JSB pellets do. First we'll see how many shots it takes to compensate for the difference in weight. About 2 grains. So that we can shoot at about 880. My last shot was 874. .933. Because it still thinks I'm shooting the 28 grain. 933 again. 887. So 3 shots again. That's pretty neat. Now let's see how they group. Whew. All right. Well, illumination off. Illumination is just awesome on these overcast days. And at dawn and dusk, of course. So, let's go take a look. I rattled through those shots pretty quick. And I'm still learning how to hold that air rifle. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was the tightest group out of the 1, 2, 3, 6 different pellets that I shot. Let us see. Okay. So again, we've got our sighters and the velocity check. Here was the Benji domes. Okay, not very good. And here was the 25 grain JSBs. That is a pretty tight group right there. Fortunately, I don't have enough time to test any slugs today, so we'll do that another day. See you soon.